Hi YouTube. Here I am today. This is going to be a short video. It's just on shoe care. It's funny. We go through all this stuff about how to take care of our knives and how to build fires and all this different kind of stuff, but nobody really addresses taking care of one of the main things, and that's the thing that takes care of your feet. Without our feet, we're not going to make it very far in the wild. So, super short video about shoe care. If you're like me, you're probably wearing leather shoes. I've discovered a long time ago that cheap shoes, looking for budget discount shoes for doing, for me, for all around, but also really for outdoor, like hiking and different things like that. The cheaper you search, the less success you're going to have. You need to spend the money. If you can't afford an expensive boot right away, then the best thing to do is to put your money to the side in a little can or something and save it for a couple of weeks or a month or two if you have to, until you can afford to buy something that's really going to take care of you and going to serve you well, because it's going to last. It's going to stand up to everything you dish out to it, and it's going to last. I am pretty much a traditionalist when it comes to all this kind of stuff. I like the names that have been tested through time, that have been around for a long time. I'm a big Red Wing fan. I don't wear Red Wings all the time for really outdoorsing, but I'm wearing Red Wings pretty much all the time. I don't get sponsored by Red Wing. I wish I did. They're expensive shoes, but they last really a long time. I also have some really nice hiking shoes. I'm going to start off with my hiking boots. This is a pair of Meindl, and these were, I want to say now, I won't remember the name, but I believe they were called Borneo Pro, and they're Gore-Tex leather. They have a rubber upper that comes up over the edge of the leather here. They're insulated. They got a nice footbed inside. They're super comfortable, and I've been wearing these now. They got a Vibram sole, of course, a little bit dirty. It's not dog poop, don't worry, it's just dirt. Nice red clay from the Munster Eifel, from the mountains in Munster. This boot I've had now for about 2.5, 3 years. It was really expensive. Yeah, it was like €280 or something like that. Hey man, maybe you can find something for 150. Maybe you can find something for 150 that does you what you want. I tried out a few things and I was never really happy. And finally I moved to something like this. This boot is going to last me 10 years for sure. And being that it has a Vibram sole, it can be resoled. And it's no problem, as long as you're taking care of the leather. So that's what we're going to talk about today, is taking care of the leather. You need to, with your hiking boots, you need to occasionally take care of them. Wipe the mud off of them. You should wipe the mud off every time you get done with a hike. You don't have to do anything crazy. Take a wet rag, no soap. Doesn't even have to be hot water or anything like that. Lukewarm to room temperature water right out of the sink, and just rub the mud away. And I would recommend on a boot like this giving it a wax treatment maybe 2-3 times a year. You don't have to do it all the time. I prefer not to use products with mink oil. Mink oil, I find, will dry out. It'll really soften the leather, and then it dries out, and it's sort of like the old thing with using lots and lots of hand cream. Your hands just get more and more dry. That's what happens to your boots. A nice 100% wax is going to work out. I use Snow Seal quite often. No product placement, but Snow Seal is, I think it's great, man. I love this stuff. It's 100% beeswax. You can't go wrong with it. You squirt it on. I use old sock. Rub it on, squirt it on, rub it all around, and then I'll take another sock right on top. Once I've smeared it all over, and I take this other sock and slip it right on top, and then rub it in, really rub it in. And then the last step you're going to do is use the hair dryer. You can also sit it in the sun, but if you're going to sit it in the sun, it needs to be direct warm sunlight. It can't be on a cold day, really. That won't work. So it needs to be a warm day if you're going to use the sunlight. Or you can put them beside the heater. The reason you want to heat it up is it's going to melt the wax that's on there, and it's going to soak down into all the stitching and stuff like that, and it's going to impregnate and help with the waterproofing. You're going to, on a boot like this, if you've got a leather boot like this, you want to keep this thing waterproof as well. Man, I'm wearing these things all the time, and I'm sorry, I don't want a boot that I can't walk through a mud puddle with or anything. This has a tongue that goes up to here, so it's closed all the way through here. And so if I step in water, I can step in water up to here. And my feet are not getting wet. When you, on a boot like this, you have this rubber welt around here and it's sealed, but you always want to take care with that. When you have a boot like this where it's hand sewn, you're gonna really want to make sure you get a lot of wax down in there. And you can even take a little paintbrush, a stiff paintbrush, and push the wax down into these seams where the threads are, and then when you heat it up, you're going to watch it. The wax will turn liquid, and when you get it to turn liquid, that's what you're wanting. It's going to seep down into the threads and create a watertight form. And all these boots that I have, I'm doing the same thing to. I'm getting them down inside with this wax. I'm waxing everything. It's keeping the leather supple, it's keeping it flexible, and it's making a boot like this. Again, this Vibram sole, it's making a boot like this gonna last me 10 or 15 years. So you might think, okay, well, man, who wants to pay $250 for a boot? Well, I do. I think you get what you pay for. I think it's just like everything else. You can do budget bushcrafting all you want and make your hobo stove out of the dollar store and stuff like that. But these babies are carrying me through the mountains. And I want something that I can rely on. If my little hobo stove burns out after I've used it for 10 times, I expect that. It's a piece of maybe if I'm lucky, I bought stainless steel for €1. Maybe it's even aluminum. It's going to burn through. These I want to last, and I want to have these. I don't want to keep having every year to buy a new pair of boots because I only spend $60 on them. So I'm gonna spend the $60 like 4 times all at once and be covered for 10 or maybe even longer. I know this pair here, I've been wearing these for 4 years already, and they're just in great shape, man. I mean, I take care of them, but I don't do it that often. I'm not polishing them every week or anything. I think I put a coat last winter, so I wear it basically all year. And these also, I think these are also like 3 years old. And once you get that leather in this shape, look how you can really get a good look at it. This is not a new boot, but it's in great shape because of me taking a little bit of care of it. And if waxing it, having shoe day, like once every 6 months or something like that, takes them and makes them last 10 years, then it's worth it to me. Again, with your hiking boots, you're going to want to do that a little more regularly. But with your other boots, the ones that you're light hiking or for city wear, if you're anything like me, man, I almost don't wear like Vans anymore. I just pretty much wear boots all the time. I'm just happiest when I'm in my boots, man. My boots feel the best. That was it for the day. Coming to you on a Sunday morning, and I hope everybody's having a good Sunday and the rest of your week. And if you can, get out there today and have some fun in nature. Thanks for watching. Take care, everybody. Bye.